The water is literally running down the walls into the electric wiring, which has already blown the lights throughout the flat and the main fuse box. This damage, apart from being life-threatening to anyone who touches a light switch or socket in the flat and a major fire hazard, had to be bypassed by an electrical engineer to make it temporarily safe. The extent of discoloration on the walls only goes to show the longevity of the problem. Anyone who's had a leak knows this level of damage is long-term and extreme. The water drips at a constant rate, enough to set a clock by. It smells and it chokes, gets in your lungs and your throat, and you just can't get rid of it. I placed a small empty bowl above the gas meter, and after just 8 minutes it was full. The tiles have bowed and lifted, and the wood surrounding the gas meter is soaked and rotting. The floor is alive with mould and silverfish. Just so no one can say this is 3 rooms in 3 different properties, I keep recording as I walk from room to room to prove the extent of the damage. Before I even got to the broom cupboard, I noticed a sidewall right above the light switch. The paper's barely clinging onto the wall. As I was about to move on, my foot got caught on something. The floor is soaking wet and spongy underfoot. The lino has come away and in some places completely disintegrated. The broom cupboard is full of mould. It's horrifying, and again the smell is choking me. I feel sick. These huge white mould spores are each bigger than a 50p piece. I was a plumber for over 10 years and I never saw a property this mouldy from obvious long-term water damage or spores this big. Never. On to the next room, the toilet. There's no light as Gallions haven't bothered to fix the electrical damage yet, but you can clearly see the paper is falling away here too. The floor tiles have lifted and cracked. On to the next room, the bathroom. A private haven for most, a sanctuary, a place of cleanliness. But again, you can see more wallpaper hanging on for dear life. The bathroom ceiling is about to collapse, and now the worst part. Each of these black spots is a mould spore. I tried counting them, I stopped at 1,000. What's the point continuing past 1,000? It's bad enough the mould covers most of the walls, but here we see it's been spread through the air vents throughout the entire flat. Apart from the wallpaper, plaster and paint falling off the walls and the ceiling, the smell is choking. It fills my lungs and makes me gag. I can't imagine how a 14-year-old girl who suffers from asthma, kidney, liver and bowel disease lives with this on a daily basis. For some reason, there's a hole in his bedroom wall. The room gets full of cold, wet and mould. Gallions just put this piece of wood over the hole and said, that's enough. It's obviously not enough. The room is still damp and cold, and there's still mould. The first line of defence on this flat would be the security doors. However, as you can see, you can just pull this one and it opens. Second line of defence would be the front gate, but here 4 screws are missing. It's held on by 1 hinge, and Gallions have been told about this for 2 years and haven't bothered to replace 4 simple screws. Gallions have known about the security door for 5 years and haven't bothered to fix it.